Yes, my dear friend, I am back again and very excited today. It is a beautiful day here, actually. Yes. And I have had a good sleep. So far, so good. I slept well and I'm up and I'm strong. You know, when you are excited, when you are happy over something, you can sleep and sleep well. Exactly. And that is why, as you are hearing me this morning, wherever you are, I know and I'm sure you are equally excited as a Chelsea fan. Right? Great. If you are happy, you are excited about last night's game, let me hear from you in that comment section. This is Salon's blog. I'm welcoming you in a special way. This is your channel. Make it your own by commenting. And remember, this weekend there are games coming up. Even on Sunday, it's going to be Chelsea, Manchester City. Eh? Of course, we're able to overcome Liverpool. We're able to overcome Arsenal. We're able to overcome Tottenham. Now it's Man City, right? So far, the top 4 teams, in quotes, top 4, who has beaten Chelsea? None of them. We are going for Manchester City now. The next will be Man United, right? Don't worry. Don't worry. We are able to overcome Tottenham with all their flair this season and what they have done so far this season. We are able to overcome them. We gave them four goals. Forget about the red card. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. They were playing their game and they chose to play that way, the way they chose. So it wasn't our fault. So don't worry about, yes, it's part of the game. If we had gotten a red card, we would have been excited as well. They had no complaint about the red card because they knew very well they deserve it. There was no complaint about it from anyone. From the pundits, so far, all the commentary that I've received, I've heard, then nobody complained about the red card. They caused it by themselves. They made it by themselves. They thought that is the only way to handle or to deal with Chelsea. And they got red carded too. My dear friend, is it our fault? Let me hear from you in that comment section. I'm excited about today. I know you are excited also. We are now on the 10th position at the table. It means that if we're able to handle Manchester City, we should be back on number 8th position. That is how we will climb in. Before I realize we can easily get to the top 4 again. It is possible. It is very possible we can get to the top 4. Though it's going to be a Herculean job to do. That means that we are not to lose any game as we are going now until Christmas. If we are able to continue like this until Christmas, we should be 6 or 7 on the table. Then after Christmas, we still have our 4 months to go, right? Anything can still happen. Let's just keep up the good work with a little bit of luck. Hard work and a little bit of luck, we shall get there. We shall get there. Pochettino, with all his feelings, the emotions and everything, the team delivered because Tottenham fumbled. Just like we fumbled, we gave the game back to Arsenal. This time around, Tottenham fumbled and we won. What a great, great night it was. Dear friend, well, let me just hear from you in that comment section. Tottenham boss Ange Postecoglou, speaking to BBC Sport, said there was a fair bit going on, a lot of VAR interventions, a hard game for me to analyze, but I am very proud of the players. Right to the end, they were trying to create something for us. The players couldn't give any more than they did. Part of this game is will, effort, and determination, and they showed that. On VAR decisions and time taken to make them, I don't like it. It is the way the game is going. Some of it is self-inflicted because if we come out every week complaining about decisions, that is what will happen. Every decision gets forensically checked, and we will be sitting around for a long time in every game trying to figure out what is going on. He is spot on. He is spot on. The delays in the VAR checking is because of what? If they are unable to check it well, we are the same person that will come back to complain. So they are taking their time to forensically check every detail to make sure that there's no margin of error. There is no margin of error. There is no margin of error. That is what they try to do. I don't like it, but I'm probably in the wilderness with that because I keep what? Getting told that's where we want to go. I am told I'm too old school. He said, I don't like it, but I'm probably in the wilderness with that because I keep getting told that's where we want to go. I am too old school. I will respect the referee's decisions, right or wrong. That is what he has to say. He will respect the referee's decision, whether it's right or wrong. On Madison's injury, this is what he has to say. He got a knock on the ankle. We were down one man already. It made sense to make a couple of changes at that point. Madison got injured and he has to substitute him. But then they were already a man down through red card. Okay? All right. Let's go to the match itself. More from Ange Postecoglou on VAR decisions. There will be a forensic study of every decision out there. I think that is the way the game is going, and I don't like it. If you look at that standing around we did today, maybe people enjoy that sort of a thing, but I would rather see us playing football. The delay in checking a VAR, the officials have to take their time to check. In fact, some of the checks reach 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And they have to pause the game for so long. For me personally, I didn't enjoy it, but it brought out the details. Otherwise, the penalty that was given to Chelsea wouldn't have been given. That wouldn't have been given. You understand it? So personally, it worked in Chelsea's favor. So I have no problem. I have no problem. On Tottenham sending offs, this is what he has to say. Coach of Tottenham, you have to accept the referee's decision. That is how I grew up. This constant erosion of the referee's authority is where the game is going to get. They are not going to have any authority. We are going to be under the control of someone with a TV screen a few miles away. The decision is the decision. In 26 years, I have had plenty of bad decisions. I have had plenty fall in my favor. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is what he said. It is what it is. On playing with a high line down to 9 men, he said, it is just who we are made. It is who we are and who we will be for us, for as long as I am here. They play a high line. Even when they were 9 men, they were still playing high line. So he said that is where they are. And they will continue to be playing that way so long as he remains the coach of Tottenham. If we go down to 5 men, we will have a goal. I like it. I like it. He is a man that is speaking. All right. We come back to Chelsea, a little bit of Chelsea. Then I'll run up and I'll come back to you again in exclusives. Exclusives. Then we'll now go to the player by player later in the day. Player by player later in the day. All right. Nicholas Jackson scored a hat-trick as Chelsea recorded our biggest league victory at Tottenham since the legendary 6-1 in 1997. But that fact barely scratches the surface of a remarkable game of football. Didn't you enjoy that right up? Yeah. Nicholas Jackson scored a hat-trick as Chelsea recorded our biggest league victory at Tottenham since legendary 6-1 in 1997. But that fact barely scratches the surface of a remarkable game of football. Where to start? Where do we start now? Where should I start Chelsea's issues from? Well, Dejan Kulusevski put Spurs in front early on, but halftime we were level and holding a man advantage. Destiny Udoji and Christian Romero had already been fortunate to escape straight red cards for challenges on Raheem Sterling and Levi Colwill when VAR recommended Romeo to be shown his marching orders for a horror tackle inside the box. Kopama scored a penalty, and that resulted in our first goal. As you can see the pictures on your screen, that resulted in our first goal. All right. Emotions. According to our gaffer, the coach Pochettino. Emotion of the evening. How do you feel, Pochettino? That was the first question to him. How do you feel, Mr. Poch? And this is his answer to the press. I feel much better after 4 years to come back and say hello to all the people. It is a gift for us. Very emotional, but at the same time, the memories. The game was passionate, competitive. Being honest, we need 3 points, and it was an amazing day for us. It was an amazing day for us, according to Pochettino. Please, team kept discipline. He was asked, are you pleased the team kept discipline? So yes, a team arrived like Chelsea. We are still building something. We need to come against a team full of confidence. And after we started the game really bad. That is true. We started really bad. We will come after and force them to make a mistake. It's true, we concede some chances that we cannot concede, that we can assess the performance. Of course, we need to control better. We are building our confidence and need to be more relaxed in the way that we play. You know, Pochettino, when he's speaking English, sometimes he mixes the sentences. If you're not very careful, you'll be confused about what he's saying. The most important thing is that Chelsea, we've won, right? Yes, we've won. Okay, maybe one win or one loss, but I agree with you. I agree with him. That is the football we wanted. We wanted technology to arrive, and now it is here. I said I did not want VAR, but now support VAR. We need to find the best. Today we played 110 minutes. I don't know if it is 1 in the morning. We were open to receive the technology. Too many coaches wanted VAR, and when it is against you, it is a disgrace. The balance is really difficult. We need to try to help all together to improve this type of this thing. 5 goals disallowed to check, and then you need to play. Not easy. 5 goals tonight was disallowed. Last night, 5 goals were disallowed in the game, and 5 was accepted. You can imagine. 5 goals disallowed and 5 was accepted. In all, 10 goals were scored in one game. You won 4-1, but frustrated with how difficult you made it. I think you are wrong. You watched Tottenham and Liverpool. They scored in the last minute. Never easy. 2 players sent off. It's difficult now to talk about tactics, but most important is 1, 4, and 3 points. My dear friend, let me leave you here because I have a lot to say. Okay, let me give you the last words of the coach before I go. And I'll still leave the video at the edge for you to watch. Those who have missed the first video, I'll leave his video for you at the end to watch. Surprise Sports played at that high. Pochettino, nothing to lose and full of confidence. You take risks. Maybe we didn't have the capacity. We can analyze and talk. In the end, it's about winning the points, and to come here and to win the game is really important. That is what the coach has to say. Happy with performance? This is what he said. We forced them to make mistakes, but Tottenham was better in the first 15 minutes, which I said earlier on. Overall, the performance was good because we arrived in a different moment and Tottenham was top of the table. And to play against the leader, this performance showed we deserve to win and nothing to say more than that. That is from Coach Pochettino. That is from Pochettino to you. Let me leave you here. I will come back again later in the day with exclusives. And you will help me. When I come back, I would like to grade the players. Yeah, their performance, we need to rate them. We rate their performance. So wait for that in the next episode. I'll see you when you see me. Shalom and peace.
Shop. Yes, we are still improving. 3 months in charge and the new philosophy, but happy today how we get the 3 points and happy with the performance and happy with the way that show the team that this is that we won. No extra pressure. It was an emotional game for me. I love Southampton. I love the people in Southampton. It was a great 18 months for me in my life with my family. It was a very tough decision, but happy for the performance of the team. But it was an emotional game. We know that we arrived difficult period and in Tottenham, and I was Tottenham play in the last couple of years was different that our idea, and then we know that we need time to improve, to learn from the player, to put in practice different philosophy, and after you need compete, and after you have Europa League, you have Capital One, and you have Premier League, always is tough, and you need time on the training ground, to training session, and always is more difficult to put in practice like that we want. But I no regret about my decision. My decision is done, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy for the 3 points today, because for our confidence it was important to get the